Fred MacGuffin reviews. Eat Locals from 2017. And this is directed by Jason Fleming. Our first time directing a feature for him. And he's mainly done acting work. And he's trying something different. He's getting out of his comfort zone, so to speak. Now, you may know Jason Fleming because he was also in Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, Snatch, Deep Rising, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, Wild Bill, X-Men First Class, Stardust. And this is an action horror comedy and also a siege movie. So I better tell you now, I'm going to spoil this a bit. Not too much, but I'm going to spoil this. So go watch it and come back. So, spoiler warning. You know what? I'm going to read the back of the box. I'm going to read what it says on the back of the DVD box, and it'll be better than me trying to explain it because Fred's not going to explain things. Sebastian Crockett. He's played by Billy Cook, and he's in for the ride of his life. When his night of desire with sexy, alluring cougar Vanessa turns into a fight for survival when she introduces him to some of her friends, a coven of hungry vampires, at a remote farmhouse. As if Sebastian's night couldn't get any worse, a heavily armed band of mercenary vampire hunters, led by the steadfast Colonel Bingham, crashes the party. And much like the vampires, they're out for blood. It's going to be a night to remember. And was it a night to remember? Yeah, this was fine. It was good fun. It had a granny shooting a machine gun. So any movie that has an old lady shooting a machine gun is fine by me. A good cast, a solid cast here. We have Daredevil himself, Charlie Cox, plays Henry, one of the vampires, and he's a nice vampire. Charlie Cox also in Stardust, The Theory of Everything, and Kin. So very good actor. Now we also have a Freema Agyeman. Sorry, Freema. Agyeman, Agyeman, Agyeman. He plays Angel, another vampire in this, and she was also in Doctor Who, and she's very good in Doctor Who. She's also in Sense8, The Matrix Resurrections, and Law and Order UK. Also, we have on the Council of Vampires Tony Curran, who plays Peter Boniface. And Tony Curran he's one of these faces you see a lot of, and he always does solid work. But I don't think he gets the recognition that he deserves. He was also in Blade 2, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. That's probably where he met Jason Fleming. Underworld Evolution, Caliber, Deadwood, TV movie Deadwood, and Outlaw King. The farm is owned by Dexter Fletcher, who plays Mr. Thatcher. And Dexter Fletcher is another actor turned director. You may have seen him in Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, Layer Cake, The Rachel Papers. His directing work has been Eddie the Eagle, Ghosted, Wild Bill, and Sunshine on Leith. So yeah, very talented director there. So Jason Fleming has absorbed directing skills, or has he? You be a judge, of Guy Ritchie, of Dexter Fletcher, of all the great names he's worked with and probably friends with from all these gangster movies. And so yeah, why not have a go and see what you can do? And so we have that vibe in this of Snatch and Lock, Stock. There's some great camera moves. There's some very flashy camera moves. There's a great sense of humor. And sometimes directors start with something serious and stuffy. And this is a very light-hearted movie. It doesn't take itself too seriously, and you have action, you have gunfights, and a bit of trivia here. Jason Statham helped with the fights here. He directed some of the fight work here, and so there you go. Yeah, and of course, Jason Fleming would know Jason Statham from Lock, Stock, and Snatch. Was Jason Statham in Lock, Stock? Probably was. Okay, more cast. We also have Mackenzie Crook, who plays LaRousse, and he's one of the vampire hunters. And you've seen him in Pirates of the Caribbean movies. We have Annette Crosby, who plays Alice. She's one of the vampires. You've seen her in Calendar Girls and One Foot in the Grave TV show. We also have Ruth Jones, who plays Mrs. Thatcher, and she was in Gavin and Stacey TV show, and Stella in Little Britain. And we have Eve Miles, who plays Vanessa, and she was also in Torchwood TV show. And Billy Cook plays Sebastian Crockett, and he was also in Traveller, Green Street 3, and Ripper Street. Okay, and the tagline for this is Vamps with Machine Guns, What's Not to Love? So, yeah, this is an enjoyable, light-hearted vampire movie. We get a sprinkling of machine guns, we get some fights, there's a nice little twist at the end, and I like that little twist. I won't spoil it for you. Now, should Jason Fleming go on to direct more? He should. It's a nice first outing, and it shows promise. I'd score this at 3. I'm being generous here. Look, I think anyone that has a go at directing and getting out of their comfort zone and produce, he also produces well. Fair play to them. Yeah, this might be a Sunday afternoon horror movie, if you ask me, but no classic. Fred MacGuffin's reviewed at local.